As a first remark, we said whatever we wrote about the dress code, for all those who still have a jacket on and feel it's too warm, feel free to take it off. So let me welcome you tonight. My name is Walter Vogel. I'm the guy who is coordinating the organization team, who has done quite some work before this. And I would like to extend a hearty welcome to you to the lovely city of St. Gallen. For me, it's a bit a hard thing. You know, I grew up here in St. Gallen. I live somewhere else, but to bring the Gordon Bennett to St. Gallen, that was something which was emotionally important for me. The reason why we are here tonight is the victory of, at that time, Switzerland won, of Nicolas and Laurent in the 2019 race. Their flight lasted 1,775 kilometers, and they landed in a place which is now off-site in the Danube Delta. They were followed by only 5 kilometers less by, at that time, Switzerland 2, Kurt and Pascal, and number 3 at the 2019 were the French. Now, we started, soon after that, we started preparing for this event, and then, like everybody else, we were hit by COVID. And we then later decided, together with our Polish colleagues, that we postpone as well the Polish as well as the Swiss event for 1 year. And in hindsight, I think that was the probably only possible solution we could take. On our organizational journey, we have fought various battles. We were fighting for money, and most recently, and probably the toughest fight was for hydrogen. Still, at the end of June, we only had a commitment of 14,000 cubic meters of hydrogen. That would have meant that probably 2/3 of you could have flown, which obviously was not an acceptable thing. Some people on the organizational committee have done a tremendous job to correct that, and we are now very happy that the availability of hydrogen will not be a problem tomorrow. We probably didn't think of enough sand. We probably forget that you use much more sand than we thought, but also this will be corrected and everybody will have enough sand. During our work, we needed and got an enormous amount of help by various people and organizations. We are especially thankful for the support of the city of St. Gallen, who supported us in various areas, and you can imagine taking off almost from the city center is not so easy, and thank you very much to the City Council of St. Gallen. And with that, it is my big pleasure to introduce to you Matthias Gabertuller, the city councillor, one of the city councillors of St. Gallen, who will say a few words to us. Matthias, please.
Thank you, Mr. President Walter and Mr. President Matthias. It's a great honor for the city of St. Gallen that Gordon Bennett World Championship takes place in this lovely, cute, tiny, attractive town. And I welcome all the guests. Go around the city. There are a lot of things which can you discover there. And my special welcome is for the sportsmen and hopefully also for the sportswomen who have great experience tomorrow. St. Gallen has a Vision 2030 in sports. That means St. Gallen will be an attractive city in national and international competitions, and Gordon Bennett is perfect for this vision. I heard that the sportsmen and women, they climbed altitudes with their balloons until 7,000 meters. That's very high. I'm a mountain climber, and I have this experience of this altitude in Central Asia and in South America. It can be very cold up there, but mountain climbers, they sleep in tents and not in baskets, open baskets like you do. That's a real challenge, I think. Okay, in St. Gallen, take a lot of sports events place this weekend. There's horseback riding, there is handball. St. Gallen is quite famous for handball. There is the soccer football games. There are different other things like unihockey, we say, that's a European floor tournament, and different other things. So, what you like is the winds, I think. The mountain climbers, they don't like winds. That's a difference between you and us. But I hope you have the good nose tomorrow when you start and you find your winds you need to cross Europe or somewhere. And I wish you the best luck and all the health you need. And I hope we will see us again somewhere here in St. Gallen again. I look forward to the start tomorrow. Thank you that you're here.
Mr. Councillor, thank you very much. And you heard he invited you to visit the city of St. Gallen. I doubt whether you have time tomorrow. It could be tight. And before 6 you don't see a lot, but you come back and take your time. We have integrated some proposals what you could do when you have free time. I ask you now to please raise from your seats for the anthem of Switzerland and the anthem of the FAI. Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to shortly introduce the people who organized and run this year's Gordon Bennett. And I would ask the people I name to quickly stand up that we see who you are. Probably not everybody is here, but we'll see because there is still some work to do out in the field. For the public program, Bruno Scherer. He's not here. Then Rolf Rechberger, taking care of finances. Christian Spörle, ground safety. André Meyer, sponsoring. Belle Waldburger, certainly on the field. He is responsible for all the infrastructural aspects. Kurt Boppard, the guy who organized the gas. Roland Schueller, responsible for the team support. And last but not least, on the organizing committee, Ivan Luis, responsible for communication, and my deputy. Then we have the international jury, not here, but at least during the general briefing was online with us, Bengt Steiner from Sweden. Then we have Claude Weber. Where is he? And the president, Les Perfield. And the competition team, you met already during the general briefing, Peter Böschel, the weatherman. Stefan Zeberli right in the back for safety. Thomas Hora, Championship Director Deputy. And to hand over to you now, Markus Hagener, you all know him, the Championship Director.
Good evening, friends. It's easy to shine when all the others did the work already. So my compliments go back to Walti and his team, and of course my team, to support you in your flight, because you are the number 1 and the number 2 and the number 18 why we do all this. Respected guests, thank you for taking the time, and fans and pilots, many of them I know since a long time. We are here to meet for the opening ceremony and for drawing the launch sequence, which I'll do with my assistant on my left. You can join me already now, Serena. And we will draw the launch sequence in 2 rounds. First of all, we draw the countries, and then we draw within the countries who have more than one competitor, the sequence of the pilots within a country. So let's see how this will turn out. But before, I will just do a little roll call. I did it already, but I'm repeating it for those guests who did not have the pleasure and the time to join us for the general briefing. So bear with me that I call your name, and on some of you I give an additional introduction, mainly for the guests which are now attending us here, to tell them a little bit about you. I will not do it too long, and I will only focus on some of you, but I will call all of you now in the roll call. From Australia, Team Dariusz Brozowski and Kip Saunders. If you would just... From Austria, Gerald Stürzlinger and Wolfgang Späth. This is Gerald's 25th participation in the race. From Austria, Christian Wusi Wagner and Stefanie Liller. And for Stefanie, it's her first flight in a Gordon Bennett race. From France, a legend and hero and personal friend, Vincent Leys and Christophe Houvert. Vincent won the Gordon Bennett race 9 times already. From France, la deuxième équipage, Éric Desselier and Benoît Avray. From France, Hervé Jules Moine and Christophe Blanchard. And for those who know history, Blanchard is a name which rings the bell, because I think your grandfather crossed the channel in a balloon in 1790-ish. Was that true? Yes. We continue with Germany. The first team is Benedikt Munz and Matthias Schlegel. Benedikt wasn't even born when I did my first Gordon Bennett, which I did with his grandfather. Germany 2, Andreas Zumrode and Axel Hunnekohl. The third team from Germany is Wilhelm Eimers and his son Benjamin Eimers. Wilhelm is another legend amongst the many legends. It's his 29th participation in the race. He won the Gordon Bennett 4 times and did the longest flight ever in the Gordon Bennett history, 92 hours and 15 minutes, if I'm not wrong. 11. My screen was free. Okay. From Lithuania, dear friend Robertas Komca and Romanas Mikelevicius. Poland is back on the scene of gas ballooning since many years, and this year we have 3 teams. The first team from Poland, Krzysztof Sabat and Adam Ginalski. The second team from Poland, Mateusz Rekas and Jacek Bogdanski. The third team from Poland, Andrzej Bogdan Olszewski and Jaroslav Ciślak. Switzerland is the host. They would be next in the alphabet, so I'll take you to the end because you're the host country. So I will continue with the team from the United States of America, Cherry White and Mark Sullivan. And Mark is also in his 25th race, and Cherry is flying her 14th race. And Cherry... And no other woman in the history of Gordon Bennett since 1905 has been flying so many races like you. The second team from the United States, Noah Forden and Bert Padelt. Now let me finish with our host nation, which is Switzerland, which is Team Switzerland number 1, Kurt Frieden and Pascal Wittprächtiger. For Kurt, it's his 25th flight in the Gordon Bennett. He and Pascal won the race 4 times. So. We are continuing with the second team from Switzerland, Nicolas Thiesch and Laurent Cibot. And Nicolas and Laurent are the reason why we are here, because they won the race which allowed Switzerland to bid and host this race. So thank you for you. You are. And team number 3, Switzerland number 3, Walter Weudel-Gschwendtner and Balthasar Vicky. So it's all about you. It's all about you pilots, and we'll do our best, as I said earlier on, to give you a safe and good and convenient, pleasant flight. It will be stressful, it will be challenging, but it will be rewarding. When we meet in a week from now, I'm sure we'll see many tired, unshaved, smiling faces. Except the women, who don't have to be shaved, but that's another thing. So let us continue with the drawing of the launch sequence. And for that, I will need your assistance. If you would just take center stage. So in this bucket, we now do eight envelopes, and this defines the sequence of the countries in which we are launching. So, number 1, please. Switzerland is the first. Okay, Switzerland. The second nation to take off will be Robertas from Lithuania. The third team. Austria is the third nation to take off. USA, number 4. Okay, Poland, number 5. Number 6, France. Then Germany. And no country left. So now we will yeah, okay, we'll put that aside. The last one is, who was careful in attending to the roll call? Australia. So we will continue with the sequence within Switzerland. So you may pull one of the 3 from Switzerland, please. We're missing Austria. Ja, genau, den suche ich. I'm searching Austria. I don't know. It's good to have people who are watching, since I'm nervous. We are now taking Austria, the first team from Austria. Gerhard Stürzlinger and Wolfgang Späth. We are now going for the first Polish team. Yes. Oh my God. USA. Cherry White, Mark Sullivan. Okay, now it's Poland. Mateusz Rekas, Jacek Bogdanski. Now we are drawing the first French team. Hervé Moine, Christophe Blanchard. The next one is from Germany. And the first German team to take off will be Benedikt Munz, Matthias Schlegel. Now Australia was set. The next one is Switzerland. Too many. Now Switzerland, the second team from Switzerland taking off will be Kurt Frieden, Pascal Bicht-Prächtiger. Austria is clear because we draw already Gerald. USA is clear because we already had Cherry and Mark. We will continue with Poland. Andrzej Bogdan Olszewski and Jaroslav Cislak. Now, the second team from France. This is Eric Desselier, Benoit Avray. The second team from Germany. Andreas Zumrode, Axel Hunnepohl. And the rest is clear because this is Nicolas Tiesch and Laurent Cibot, Tapat Ginalski, Vincent Leys and Christophe Aubert. And the last team to take off will be Willy Eimers and Benjamin. That concludes our drawing of the launch sequence. Good luck tomorrow. All the best, and may we see us safely in a week from now. And before we conclude this little ceremony, it's my honor to introduce the president of the Swiss Aero Club, Mr. Jauslin, National Council of Switzerland, and over to you. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I officially declared the FIE first category competition, the 60-50 Cup Aeronautic Gordon Bennett 2022 is opened. Wir freuen uns außerordentlich, dass Sie hier in der Schweiz sind und begrüßen Sie ganz herzlich auch im Namen des Nationalrates, des Bundesrates und des Ständerates. Wir freuen uns sehr, dass der Start hier in der Schweiz ist. Wir wünschen allen Teams alles Gute. Good luck for all teams.
Matthias, thank you very much. We had the former Bundesrat who said Freude herrscht, joy is persisting, and that's what we try to do now. It's my pleasure to invite you for a flying dinner, and don't forget there is more after the starter. So there is a 3-course dinner, flying dinner, as you know, and you won't hopefully leave hungry and thirsty tonight. Jawohl, ihr dürft. So, der Markus is a bit troubled. We can't leave you before we have heard the 2 oaths. Markus, back to you.
I should have known better, because this 30 years ago I did my first Gordon Bennett. I should be less nervous, but I am, maybe because I'm getting older. I forgot to ask 2 people on the stage, apologies, because an FAI Category 1 event starts, like the Olympic Games, with an oath. And the oath is spoken on your behalf as participant, and is spoken on our behalf as official to commit to the values and principles of airmanship and camaraderie and meeting the rules, regulations, and everything which supports us running a safe and fair event. So I ask on the stage Stephanie, please, and Thomas, speaking the oath on your behalf.
Hello everybody. In the name of all competitors, I promise that we shall take part in the Coupe Aéronautique Gordon Bennett, respecting and abiding by the rules that govern them in the true spirits of sportsmanship, for the glory of sport and the honor of our teams.
Thank you, Steffi. I say something similar, not the same. So in the name of all officials, I promise that we shall take part in the Coupe Aéronautique Gordon Bennett, respecting and abiding the rules that govern them in a true spirit of sportsmanship and for the glory of our beautiful sport. Thank you very much.
That concludes my part tonight. Balti, I think you did your part as well. It's a pleasure to join the evening with you. Walter, over to you.
Thank you very much. And before we go for drinks and food, I have to mention that a couple of you didn't mark your trailers. And if the team on the launch field cannot identify your trailers, it won't be hard to put them at the right place. So please organize yourselves within the team that your trailers are marked, that we can move them to the respective launch position. So that was hopefully the last point in housekeeping, and now I wish you an Gute, as we say in Switzerland, and cheers. Have fun.